Hey, what's going on, Retro Believers? It's Rob here, and definitely not Keanu Reeves. So if you made it this far into the 2-3 second intro, you can bail out now because I'm not Keanu Reeves. It's so funny, man. Like, someone got mad on my last video and said it was I was clickbaiting people. He was like, "That's not Keanu Reeves. This is clickbait." I'm like, "Dude, it's not." I don't never even said it was Keanu Reeves. Like, why, dude? Why would Keanu Reeves be game hunting or playing video games and doing a YouTube channel? I don't think things have gotten that bad in his franchises yet. So, also, if you haven't noticed, I'm also not Jay from Square Pegs, so don't get mad about that either. Those should eliminate some comments right there. But I am here today to talk to you about the Anbernic, the new handheld they came out with. The RG35XX Plus. So I feel like they're pumping these things out like quite rapidly. I feel like they just came out with the earlier version of this not that long ago. But this is the newest, latest, and greatest. And I swore to myself I wouldn't keep collecting these or buying these. But dude, here I am, like back on the bandwagon again. And but this one intrigued me. I've seen a lot of these come out, and this one intrigued me the most because I wanted to see how the HDMI out would work, and also hook up a Bluetooth wireless controller to it too to see how this would function like on a television and me using a wireless controller like from a couch, not just as a handheld. So yeah, we'll dive into. I'm gonna switch cameras to. I took some footage with my phone facing down. This in action, so you can kind of see the screen and kind of see how well some of the different systems that were on there run. I know a lot of you are probably curious as to like Dreamcast, and so I'll have some. I didn't go through every game. There is a ton of games on this thing. I believe it's like around 4,000 or so preloaded, but it's so easy to add games to this. Like with the program they have, it's insanely easy to just drop and drag, and then boom, you have your game. So. Not with most of these, not everything works perfectly smoothly. There are going to be a few hiccups, a few glitches, the song sounds kind of weird at first, but then the game runs okay. I mean, there's some things that you're going to have to kind of go with the ebb and flow of this kind of system. But yeah, I'm going to switch here and show the footage I have of the actual system running and how it sounds, and then at the end of this video, just kind of talk about some pros and cons that I liked about it. And we'll go from there. So, hey, I appreciate you watching. And let's take a look. Okay, so here we go. We've got this out of the box already. Pretty nice little size. I love how the triggers too, they slant down. Got your card in there already. And there's space for another card. Charging port, headphone jack. And then the best part is the HDMI out. And then your volume control. In the box came just, there was a little thing to protect the screen and came inside this little bag. And then in this box was just the charging cable, and then it came with some wipes and the instruction booklet, and then there's a screen protector in here if you want to put that on the screen itself. I'm not going to. I think it being glass, it should just be fine. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and power this up. It came fully charged. So to turn it on, you just hold the power button. This is an interesting way for me to do this, to play this. So we've got gaming rooms, the retro arch, your favorites, what you've played, and settings. So let's check out what they have on here. So PSP. Looks like they have about 9 games on here. Yep, 9 games. Well, let's try. We'll try Metal Slug out. All right. Really bright screen. It's really nice. I'm really liking it. I haven't tried
Metal Slug Double X.
Oh, all right. It's a pretty good volume. I haven't tried a lot of these games out, so we're gonna go through a few of them.
Metal Slug.
Oops. Buttons seem backwards. Marco! Mission 1.
Start.
There we go. Okay. I'm not sure how to exit. I thought hitting the home button would do it. Oh, okay. Exit to menu. Nope. There we go. The buttons seem backwards for me. It's like I want to hit A and then you have to hit B, but then you have to hit B and then not hit A. I don't. So I think so. This one should be A to exit. Okay. I just got the buttons a little backwards. Sorry, it's the first time playing. Let's try Ridge Racer. I'm not gonna try every one of these. I'm just gonna try a handful from each system, so this video won't be too long. Sorry. Plus, I don't want to bore everyone. This isn't Ridge Racer. Oof, looks good. Okay. You get it.
Ridge Racer. Here we go.
Please create your driver profile. Okay. We'll just keep it easy. I'm not going to capitalize anything. You gotta try not to shake this too much. Alright, start. Is that good?
Proceed with about choices.
Alright, well, I gave myself an extra B, so it's fine. Do you want to save this data? Sure. Would you like to turn autosave on? Sure.
Ridge Racer World Tour allows you to experience the entire scope of the Ridge universe, from the very first installment released in 1993 to the present. Come in, Ridge Racer.
That's fantastic. Preparing progress report. You have driven. I don't care about this. Where? Oh, can I just play? Select a tour you want to enter. Basic tour. There we go. Sure.
Get ready to race.
It's a cool looking car. Not bad for
Oh yeah, the course is in excellent condition. Is your car tuned perfectly? Get ready, the race is about to begin. 3, 2, 1, go! 3 laps to go.
Oof. Got a little skip in there. Little slow down. All right.
Side by side.
Okay, that one's not too bad. A little bit of a slight glitchiness, but not the end of the world. It's definitely playable. Definitely got the hang of the PSP menu. Let's see what else we got. Sorry. Let's check out a couple PlayStation games. We'll just do the first one we see.
Lost contact with the colony on LP-426. Take Mormon and his team to investigate. We don't want anyone to learn that the company is dealing with infected colonists in order to smuggle alien specimens past ICC quarantine. Yes, sir. It's imperative that you get Ripley and trust her. She's familiar with the xenomorph, and we may need her help to bring one out alive. Understood?
Okay. Looks good though. Take that, alien. Ugh. I thought those blew up like in Doom. Alright. Okay. Not bad. Exit game. So PS1's pretty easy to exit out of. Let's see what else is on here. There is Vertical Arcade. I'm not sure how that's gonna work on here. Neo Geo. How many Neo Geo we got? 152. Wow, okay. MAME Arcade looks like 400. 400 something. I think that's a 3. We got Game Boy Advance. It's like about 200 and 232 games. NES. They have the Famicom. Over 400, 432. I don't know how many of these are going to be duplicates or ROMs that are the same. SNES 429. Sega Master System 353. Mega Drive 481. And these are all in here right out of the box too. 375 Game Boy Color, Game Boy 403, PC Engine, holy smokes, 328, that's a lot. Neo Geo Pocket Color, 41 games. Game Gear, oh wow, 328. So hopefully that's full libraries for most of these. Wonder Swan Color, 73. Let's try out, I know there's Dreamcast on here. Let's try Dreamcast. Sounds like water. Boop, boop, boop. Let's just go, we're gonna go, there's 13 games on here. We're gonna do fighting. Fighting is gonna be the test of this thing for Slowdown. Marvel vs. Capcom, here we go. Let's do it. Well, I like that. Wow, a smidge of volume. Oh, I was turning it down earlier. God, I'm an idiot. Looks good so far. Yeah, a little bit of lag. Little slow down there in the music. Everyone's favorite jam. I'm terrible at fighting games, so I'm just gonna button mash my way into this. These triggers on the back though are really nice. Like, this thing's really small, but I have gigantic freakish hands and it doesn't feel that small to me. It feels actually like perfect the way it forms. Sorry, I think I was like wiggling that thing way too much. You guys are probably like, I'm getting sick. Oh, I'm on the other side. I forgot I'm Wolverine. Dude, I suck at fighting games. But yeah, this is definitely playable. I mean, there's been maybe a few seconds of some sound glitch, like barely, was tiny bit. But this is running, I think, fairly smooth. I'd be curious to see what other games I could put on here. Again, these are the stock games, so it comes pretty loaded. I think it's about 4,000 games or so. I'd have to check. But yeah, that's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all, actually. All right, we're gonna do one more. I saw Crazy Taxi on there, and if you have followed my channel or my former Facebook page, you know that I am a huge Crazy Taxi fan. So let's run this for a second. So that's awesome, man. Also too, you can pair a controller to this, so you can use a Bluetooth controller. So while this is hooked up to your television, this is just your console at that point. So that's exciting. I'm gonna try that out too.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi.
I will. I will have some fun with Crazy Taxi. Whoops. Okay, so not A, hit B. Let's do quick 3 minutes.
You have 3 crazy minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick a car and driver.
Axel Foley.
All right, let's get it on. Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go.
So yeah, using a trigger button here to gas, trigger to stop. Get on in, girl. We going for a ride. Wow, this is great, man. Dude, this is running perfect. Stay on them brakes. I don't have any insurance. I'm working on it, dude. Shabra. Back that thing up. Another cool thing too about this, by the way, I forgot to mention, is that there's a vibration feature on the back of the console too, so it vibrates while you're playing, which is really cool, man. It surprised me actually when it first went off. I didn't realize it had that in here. Yeah. I'm usually better at this, but it's hard to try and play this and not move it around too much away from the camera or your guys' line of sight. So we'll stop here. Did pretty good. All right, well, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so pretty good little handheld system here, and can't wait to see what it looks like when I put it out on a television. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out next. All right, so that was my my video there of some of the games on the Anbernic there. Probably not the greatest video, but this is a low budget dude on the couch production, so But pros and cons. Pros of the system, definitely fantastic screen. The screen is amazing. I did like the button layout. I do like where the triggers are, how they slant too. I mentioned that. The button layout's good. You can do some remapping, so some of the buttons were kind of backwards on some of the games, but that's a quick fix. But yeah, the overall, I mean, the power on it lasted. I had this running last night. I was playing it on my television and kind of messing around with it, not playing in depth, just trying out different stuff. And I had it on for at least 3 hours, and it never got hot. It never did anything like crazy, glitched out or anything like that. So solid for that. I did run into an issue though. I was trying to pair an 8-bit DO controller with it, and it was really frustrating because for one, when you map this, you can't map. At least I haven't figured it out yet, is that you can't map this button to bring you back home to reset out of a game. And so it was kind of frustrating. I've seen some other videos. I was doing some research on it last night. I've seen people just have like a really long HDMI cable and have this next to them, but I think that's kind of stupid. Like, I'd rather have this right next to the TV. I mean, that's why I have the wireless controller. I don't want to get up. It sounds lazy as all get out, but dude, I am lazy. Clearly you can tell by the value of this video. I'm not all that, but I don't want to string a HDMI cable across the floor to my couch, so there might be more to it. I have to look probably more into it maybe, but I swear I went through all the menu options. And another frustrating thing too is you can map this, right, and you can play, like, everything works great on it as far as like PC Engine, TurboGrafx, Nintendo, Famicom. They're all the same. That's on there. Everything works great. You're never gonna have an issue with those, usually those lower type games. But then when I switched over to Dreamcast, I could not use this at all. I tried to map it in the Dreamcast menu, and then that accidentally overrode this, and then these controls were messed up, and then I had to like reset this. And man, it was quite a pain. And I was doing some research on it again last night. I'm sure there is a solution for it, so don't take that as that this is a bad handheld because of that. I just found it super frustrating, and I thought, once you paired this and you mapped the controls, you'd be good to go, on both ends. So that was kind of frustrating last night. But again, overall, the handheld portion of it is, for the money, is great. I believe these are like $85, I think, on Amazon. And again, they're already loaded. With the lower, like the Master System, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, all those types of systems are on there, and pretty much like every title is on there. So this is really cool, just for like if you want to just play it out of the box and you don't want to mess with anything or put any other ROMs on there. Again, though, the frustrating issue though was I wanted to play this for the Dreamcast, which a lot of those games actually ran quite well. Crazy Taxi 2, I mean, smooth, no hiccups. Sometimes you'll get the game will run great, but the music is really just glitchy, or there's no sound. There's always something every now and then when you're doing Dreamcast or higher. But with Dreamcast and PS1, I didn't have any issues. I'd be curious to see how N64 runs on here. That'll probably be something I'll test down the road when I add some other ROMs to this. And another issue that I wasn't a fan of was the HDMI from the system to the television. Some of the games looked great. A lot of like Neo Geo looked really great. In fact, they actually look better than the Neo Geo mini arcade. So, but then other games like Crazy Taxi 2, for instance, looks fantastic on here.